Welcome to everybody watching the VOD. I've got a lot of stuff I have to do here. There are going to be some awkward microphone noises from past area for a little while, unfortunately. Hopefully it's not too bad. Send out messages and stuff. Koshin Kyoku. Now I actually do stuff! And then... let's do it all again. Speed running. Except I'm gonna practice that a bit. Did I forget to update the titles? Oh my goodness. That's so frustrating. Whatever. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. The rage pause. Don't do that. It's not good for winning the race. Such amazing stream content happening right now. This has got to be the most nonsensical thing to look at without context. And to be honest, I don't even have the full context. I don't even understand fully why this works for the speedrun. Why this allows you to progress in the game. It probably just, like, gets you more points so that your team doesn't flat out lose. Even though you're losing the races. Alright, this run's going somewhere. Losing a lot of time here, though. That race didn't go super well. There's a surprise. Oh, wow, the moonwalking water drink. I honestly think that is a true spectacle. I'm glad that I saw that. I'm glad that I have that in my life now. Yeah, now we take him out. Now it's just a two-person race with a lot less lag. And it guarantees that we get at least second. And I think we just get a lot more points. And I was so bad at jumping out of that pit of water. It's actually really difficult. The timings, like the animation, the cooldown and everything. From landing in the water and everything. And everything. I always love this minigame. Getting up there early feels so good, and having it go super quickly like this. I just love that. There's a best split. Maybe we can help it along? I can't tell who that was, but it went really fast. And now all of a sudden we have a chance at a PB, kind of. As long as this one goes well. Let's get some people off our tails, and that didn't quite work. This game, just such a Kunio game. Oh, they let me up, all of a sudden. And now they're all too preoccupied with each other to actually care about the point of the game, because this is a Kunio world, and so all they care about is dealing pain to each other. Now here we are at the ending, just trying to lead everybody to the edges and off. And this is not going too well. Everybody is coagulating at the center. Okay, as long as I get second place in this one. Because that one clearly I'm gonna designate as a loss. And that one too, okay, that went better. Second place is still fine. Now I should be able to actually just take them all out. Okay, never mind. He went to the center. Still works. That's a PB. 6 minutes and 37 seconds for one-player winner. With the, gosh dang it, I need to look up their name. Is it Renko? Team Renko? Yeah, give me a second to look it up. Yep, Team Renko, I actually got it. No way. Huh. I thought this was gonna be the least formal personal best video of all time, where I just get everything wrong and I'm not even looking at the screen for half of it. But it worked out okay in the end, I guess. Yep, we did it. But clearly there's so much time to save in the second races. So, as we let this nice song play, I know I still have work I want to do with this category. And world record is barely sub 6, so I'm not quite sure yet. I mean, my sum of best is right there, and I'm still quite early into this, and so I'm not sure if this is something I'm going to push, if I'm really going to go for a world record with this, but I do know I want to keep trying. I'm having fun with it, so why not see what can happen? So let's keep going. back to this. Just building up points so that we can not have to do the races while still progressing through the game. If we didn't throw the stick into the wall, then we would just lose immediately. After these races, we would not progress through the tournament thing. Now let's do it again! Whee! Racking up those points. Somehow, some way. This is the only way to win track and field tournaments. I'll have you know. And apologies if it bothers you, I'm not actually looking toward the screen at all right now. I mean, normally, if I'm looking at what you are looking at in the middle of the screen, I'll be looking this way. But I'm trying to set up some things for the second part of the stream here, because I didn't have enough time to do it earlier today. So I'm just letting that run for now. Alright, these races are kind of the tough part for me. Trying to take people out as soon as possible. Oh, and I missed. Just barely. And that's the run. Yep. Gotta take him out there. Not perfect. I do my best. Yeah, back to the best part of this run, just throwing sticks into walls. Throwing a stick into a wall. Hopefully the sound is okay. And that should do it. That should get us into the next part of the game. Yep. Now for all the hard stuff. Okay, so far so good. That part. Now I'm gonna put all these in. Okay. Now this race, you just go through, right? Or wait, it depends. It depends. It's kind of like, I'm so far ahead now. I think I'm just gonna try racing normally. It's not going great. Yeah, I'm just letting it happen now. This part is... it's impossible to tell what's going on. I got through in second. Oh my, look at that. Oh my goodness. And the ending, I have a significant amount of time I could save. This is actually technically possibly world record pace. Not a good start here. And it's not continuing well. Okay. Now Kunio's probably gonna punch me. No, he's not. Okay. Could have been a lot better, could have been worse. Still 25 seconds ahead, almost. Just trying to let people do their thing for a moment. Please don't throw something at me, thank you. Nice. Still losing time, but that was not as bad as the last one. One more time. Ow. I exploded. Ow. I was hit with a man. Okay. Please don't hit me from below into my tuchus. Very good. Very good. Back to 24 seconds ahead. Alright. There's time to save here. Can I get things to go my way? Yeah, just fly off. Or could you just stop? Just fly off. What is going on? Okay, so we're not saving time here. In fact, we're losing time. This really is a shame. Whatever. We didn't lose that much time. It's just there's so much potential for it to go way faster. We barely lost time there, and you saw how bad it was. You know, Kunio's just chilling, and so now I can just take myself out at the end here. What? How did I not hit him there? Okay, whatever, we'll take it. Oh, now we're bleeding, okay. Let's see what we can do here on the last one. Ow. Wow, what a way to start. Just toss that dead in my face and then walk away. What a power play. And I am going to make you pay! That's another PB. 6:23. Oh man, so much clear time to save. In the second half. That was the kind of run that I need in the first half, though. Goodness gracious, that kind of told me that I have the potential to maybe get world record in this. 5.58. That's funny, I was talking about how world record was maybe barely sub 6, and the world record was looking me in the face the entire time. Yeah. I think we saw that much time sitting there in that run. I lost like 10 seconds or more just in the first round of the fighting part. The fighting game at the end. And the rest of them, you see I lost time compared to just my personal best, so... Who's to say just how much time is sitting there for me? And you see my sum of best now is faster than world record. So there's that. But that is a new personal best for me. 6 minutes and 23 seconds. And And now we get the lovely ending music. And so after I got these runs, I would usually get up and walk around and just kind of get my feet under me and walk out the nerves and everything, because even silly little well, I'm not going to call this a silly little category because the world record is awesome and the amount of work that went into it is great. And, like, I'm not going to want to call it a silly little thing if I get world record, but it might look that way to a lot of other people. But it still always gets my blood pumping, and so I tend to get up and move around after I get PBs, and it's a good opportunity to just let the music play. And now we continue. Changing up the music, spicing up the grind a little bit. Back to throwing a stick into a wall to rack up points to progress through the game, even without winning these races. Or doing anything other than technically placing in fourth. I can just do stuff like check my phone even as I'm playing. True gaming. You are such a dumb. Gaming. Now we get to continue, and here's where the hard stuff starts. Gonna try and take 2 people out here before the race gets too far, and this is the ideal place to hit this guy. It's so hard to do, and it's so hard to keep going, and I failed, but okay, there he goes. This would ideally be the nice place to take out the next guy, but I wasn't fast enough. So let's look for another place. Like, right here, ideally, but I failed that, too. So this run's not looking great. Am I gonna end up finishing with 3 people? Yeah, I got slapped. Okay. And there he goes. That's one of the main reasons why you want to take that guy out. And look at the time loss. And look how much more time he's losing. And more time. Yeah, there goes almost 9 seconds. Yeah, these races are not nearly as good, but I know I have time to save in the second half, so I'll probably keep going after this. Nor not. Yeah, let's give it another shot. And now we get to go back to the best part of the game, throwing sticks into walls. Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme. We're at the beginning of the run. It's throwing sticks into walls time. Hard to nail all those pitches, as it turns out. Imagine that. You are such a dumb. Let's do it again! Those fools. They think that racing during a race is what you're supposed to do. Imagine that. And on we go to the hard stuff. Okay, I hit him. Okay. Okay, I actually took him out at like a good time. Now I can focus on the next guy in this room, perhaps. Okay. You have to wait so long for him. Okay, but we should be in a good position. I just have to not choke. Nice. Now, that's how you're supposed to do it. Now we can do the rest of the race without them causing lag or losing a ton of time by getting stuck and stuff. Very nice. Here we go. Am I saving time? Oh my. Okay, now the nerves start. This is world record pace. Best possible time. 5 minutes and 46 seconds. Wow. Okay, and we start out in the lead, and then the game just suddenly decides, let me show you my face there. It's just frozen like that now. Because then another guy fell down after that. So now the pace is no longer like that. And Kunio fell down. This is a Kunio game, and whenever you're on a good pace, it knows. And it will not allow that shit to stand. 1000% of the time. Out of 100. Out of 2. I'm pretty sure it took about 3 months for my face to become unfrozen from that expression. Look at the time loss. Plenty of time to save in the second half. And it's not happening. That was like a god run. We saved a little bit of time there. Oh, look at this. Now the game's behaving again, because of course it is. Climbing back to even. This is not going as well. Don't punch me. Thank you. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It's really nice when they block out anybody else from coming... Oh, I chose the wrong guy. I just chose Godai. And that's what happened to the run. The run went to die, because I chose Godai. Funny how that works. But yeah, that was basically a god pace after that first race of the second event. Wow. There's a lost urn for you. Now back to the best part of the run. Throwing sticks into walls. I'm taking out some of my anger, I think. And they're continuing it. Oh, this is so Kunio. I have seen what is possible. It was a 5:46 pace with a crap ton of golds to get in the second half. But it's a Kunio game, so getting a world record is still going to be obscenely difficult. You need a lot of things to go right, and that's just not going to happen. But it could, and enough could go right. All you need is enough to go right. You don't need everything to go right. You just need to throw attempts at the wall until enough things go right. That's the way it goes with speedrunning in general, especially RNG-heavy games. On to the hard stuff. Got a good start. Oh, nice. That's a perfect start. Okay. Now, you know, theoretically, maybe I can get this to go the same way it did last time and be on just as good of a pace, right? As long as the AI in front of me doesn't just completely collapse. Tripping is fine, collapsing is not. And as long as my momentum doesn't get completely taken away from me randomly as well. I actually got out of there. Wow. Are we saving even more? Oh. That's another best split, and we've got another freaking, like, god pace. Here we go. Well, that didn't hit anybody, as you could tell. Not exactly sure why. I should probably keep trying to take people out here, so that they don't do stupid stuff, like fall down at the worst moments. So far it's going okay, and also there's more lag here, as you can see. But maybe, just maybe, they can cooperate. Mm-hmm. Get up. Imagine if he fell down here. Okay, tripping is fine. Now, people are probably gonna fall down in here. They tend to get freaking confused. Ow. No! Oh, goodness. Okay, maybe this pace is gonna continue. I can't see. I finished 4th. That should be okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's lots of time to save in the end game, in the second half. I need to not get cracked in the face here. I think that was me. Oh my goodness. Best possible time is still 13 seconds ahead of the world record. With plenty of best splits to get. Please don't hit me. Oh no. Please let me up there. How in God's name did that hit me? How in God's name... There goes the run. There goes the run. That's like a creepy. That's like a creepypasta face. That legitimately scares me. What I just showed you in the past Saria webcam. Okay, that one went okay. There's still a lot of time to save in the fighting event, though. They're not cooperating. That'll work. Except I finished last. I hope it works. And I can't attack. And I'm gonna die. I'm stun locked here. Never mind, we're fine. Still not saving time though, but we're still 10 seconds ahead of PB. Yep. No. No. Okay, bye. Yeah, okay, bye. That's a new personal best. We definitely lost more than 16 seconds. From the second ball game, the second... how do I describe this? From ball event number 2 onward. World record is absolutely within my reach. The question is, am I gonna have enough resilience against being Kunio'd to actually be able to do it? Can I outlast it? And that is a 614. We did win somehow all the events, despite all the nonsense that you saw involving me not actually doing a lot of the winning. That's just how the game works. I don't question it. I just exploit it. And speedrun it. Now we get this lovely tune again. Let's continue on. Let's go back to the beginning and do this again. And throw some sticks into walls. In a moment. We're gonna get hit a lot first. Building up those points so we can continue on through the game, even though we're taking last place. Alright, that was fun. Let's do it again. Alright, now for the hard stuff. And by that I don't mean fastballs, although I am going to be throwing things at people. And okay. Okay, good, it didn't hit Kunio instead. Very nice. I wasn't able to take him out in the first room, unfortunately, so this is going to be complicated from here on out. Probably not going to be able to take out the second guy. And so we just have to hope that hijinks don't happen. I'm probably losing a lot of time here, compared to Best Split. And previous runs in gen- Oh yeah, actually no, this personal best does have those good splits, so I'm gonna be losing time in general. Oh, he. Yeah, here we go. It always goes slightly out of sync whenever you leave rooms. Yep, that's a lot of time loss. So now oh, I hit the wrong person. I was trying to hit Nanase. And now bullcrap's happening. So we're gonna try again. From the top. BS. BS. Back to the fun part. Throwing sticks into walls. And once more, stick into wall. We are sticking to the wall. Building up points, so that even though we're finishing last in these races, we can continue through the rest of the game and do the rest of the events. I assume. I assume that's what's happening. Oh, accidentally pressed start too early. And now for the hard stuff. Let's see if I can take out either of these guys in this room. Nice, okay. And now the weaker guy is coming up, so hopefully... Oh, I got impatient. Okay, there we go. He gets up fast, though. Which is even better for taking him out quickly. Alright. That was a little messy and a little weird, but we're in the position that we want to be in. So let's just not get hit by the hand, okay? Let's not lose time in really silly, stupid ways, right? And hopefully the other guy cooperates. Alright. 8 seconds of time lost there is actually not bad. Not that bad. It's not ideal, and I'm not sure exactly why I lost that much. I guess the kills weren't that clean. Now we gotta hope that everybody else cooperates, like they did last time. Realistic that I'll be at least 15 seconds behind after all this, especially if people fall down here. Yeah. It's just, there's no it doesn't make any sense, but it is what it is. So we're losing more time here. And more. Yeah. So that's great. Back to the fun part. Throwing sticks into walls. A true Olympic sport in track and field. Olympia. Williams. And now for the hard part. Alright, can I take anybody out here? He gets out so fast, I miss my pickup, but it's okay. Alright. I got that guy. Yeah, because they didn't go with Nanase. Now I have to try and take this guy out, which is way slower, and he gets up so much slower. It's so much tougher for me to time. And his health goes down way slower. It's not that bad, it's just I've missed a lot of strikes. So we're losing time here for sure. Yeah, 11 seconds. A lot of that was just, like, purely my fault. Alright, Nanase is here now, so maybe I can take it, or, okay. How long does it take you to get up? Is this really worth it? No, not really. Your health is just barely going down at all. Maybe I can at least just test it out, see what happens. But this takes so much longer. At least maybe you won't be getting in the way. Farewell, Mental Gen. Alright, Nanase. Just don't do things like that, please. Nanase. What? Okay. Well. Nanase? More like no nonsense, Nanase. Nonsense, non. That was nonsense. I'm sorry. Nanase on that nonsense with no nonsense, Nanase. Bars. And I apologize again. Let's do it again! Throwing sticks into walls. I wonder what causes me to, like, gain and lose time. Probably just, I mean, it's probably obvious that it's lag. I don't honestly know why I wondered. Now for the hard stuff. Fastball! 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 There's the hard stuff. Now hopefully I can... Oh no, actually. Maybe I can take out Kunio, actually? How long does it take? Not that long because he gets up quickly. Okay. Now, Riki, please don't be an absolute dunce. Please. Be successful and stuff. I implore you. I mean, not that I'm anyone to judge. But I still implore you. Maybe sometimes it takes an unsuccessful person in doing the imploring. Alright, thank you, Riki. Not sure how I lost that much time. I guess because, yeah, Kunio has more health than Nanase, probably. Now Nanase's here. So hopefully... Oh, he just absolutely read me into the next universe. How long do you take to get up? Oh, you're gonna block me. And then I failed my jump because of all the lag, and then threw it away. And okay, he failed his jumps, and okay. It's not very fast, but now we got only 3 people, so maybe there won't be absolute nonsense happening the entire time. I did not realize that happened. Yeah, it's just gotta be you and one other guy, or else it's just agony. Wow. Well, we've got time to save in the second half. A lot of it. And surely this is the run where it's actually gonna happen, because that's the way things go. Ow. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, okay. Let's keep going. Back to the fun part. Throwing sticks into walls. Building up points so that I can get through the rest of the game even though I'm finishing in last place. Somehow the game allows you to not just straight up lose the first event whenever you do this. Sometimes we don't even throw sticks into walls. There's so much variance, so much interest. This is the best part of any game and any challenge I've ever done. Now for the hard stuff. I failed the beginning, so now we're probably going to be losing a ton of time here by having to have 3 people here failing stuff. And it was laggier taking that kill as well. Yeah, this is going slower. Because they're more focused on each other. Like, whenever it's just the 2 guys, the other AI just focuses on racing. Everything just goes so much better. And now they're focused on each other. And doing stuff like that and that. It's just no bueno. Ow. Yeah, that's one way to go. Back to throwing stuff into the frickin' wall. Yay! Oh my goodness, this is great! Look, it's a stick. I know what I'm gonna do with this. Supposedly, building up points that allow us to continue through the rest of the game even though we're going to be taking last place in the legs of this event. Truly breathtaking. Ding! You are such a dumb. Take that, Kunio. I believe that helps build up points as well. I got hit somehow. You know what, maybe I deserve it. Stick in wall. I am throwing a stick. It is hitting the wall. This is how races are won, people. I don't know what they taught you in business classes. It probably wasn't this, and that's what's wrong with America. This is track and field. At least one or the other. But probably both. Now for the hard stuff. We have to play. Alright, we got the 2 people we wanted. Fastball! I missed. Oh, and now the run's probably dead. I really wanted to kill that guy in that room so I could kill the next guy I wanted to kill in this room. I missed him somehow. Not totally sure. It would have been nice to be able to juggle both of them. Oh! The game has given me a gift on a silver platter. I'm still losing time compared to my personal best, which had an incredible first race here, where I immediately took out both guys in the rooms that I wanted to. I wasted time in that first room by trying to go for the one guy and failing. But now, we only have the 2 people on the screen, so the guy is just focused on frickin' racing. The AI just wants to win now and just remove all the other nonsense. Just let me get out of his way. Okay, fine, you can do that if you want to, I guess. I tried to jump and accidentally threw my weapon, and so I guess that's a thing. Alright, we're losing time here, but it's actually really good. That's a really good split. And now it's probably time for all of it to go down the washing machine drain hole. Because these guys take way longer to take out. And so I generally don't try to. I'm going to see if I can take at least one guy out, because this guy, he goes out in relatively few hits. And so maybe with one less guy on the screen, there will be one iota of a chance that some absolute BS doesn't happen with the AI. See, they're more focused on each other now, and there's a bit more lag, and so it's just better, generally, to, especially when the guys are weaker, take them out before anything else happens. Ow, ow. And sometimes it messes up their AI, and so they do really silly things, like just, in this room, they'll just completely jump down, and then stuff like that happens. Okay, Kunio, can you make it? Good job. Okay, actually, this is going pretty well. It's been a while since I've actually had a serious second half. Oh, and you thought you could get me, buddy. Nice try. He took a long time to get over the finish line, but this is actually a good pace. And there's so much freaking time to save in the second half. I am still on world record pace here. Please don't punch me. I really was greedy there. I should have taken care of him. But we only lost a little bit of time there. We'd like to be saving time in all of these splits, but we'll take what we can get, I guess, after a decent first half. Alright, punch this guy. Or not. Sometimes this happens and it's beautiful. That was a best split. This is a serious pace. Run number 101 with 10 runs completed. It's kind of a nice number at the corner of my splits. Ow. Just let me climb. Just let me have my moment. Thank you for somehow missing. Please don't punch me from below, askance beneath. I hate you so much. Okay, whatever. Oh, I lost almost 10 seconds. That's so sad. Okay. But as I said, I have a ton of time to save here. Ow. Please just collect near the set. Okay, that works. We don't need to finish in first here. We just need this to end as soon as possible. And that involves taking everybody off the sides of this pit. Come on, Ricky. No, how did you not get hit there? Okay, take me home. Alright, we have a chance here. If this goes well, I'm gonna have a new personal best. Just everybody stay there. Why are you taking so long to get up? Ow. Let me fall to my doom! That is a new personal best. 6 minutes and 11 seconds. Oh, man. Somehow, some way, after all of that absolute nonsense, after all of the explicit not winning that we did in all of those supposed track and field events, apparently that was all good enough. Because on this day, we're gonna get a ton of special awards. And I'm sure some of these, even though I can't read what's happening here, involve all of that throwing crap into the wall that we did in the initial stage. And hitting people a lot, because this is a Kunio game, and that's what wins you the most points in any Kunio game, in any situation. It's like Mario Party. Sometimes you don't need the most stars to win. Sometimes all you need is a lot of BS to go your way. And that's why we are the champions. 6:11. That is my current personal best of Downtown Neketsu Koshinkyoku Soreuke Daiundokai. One-player winner with Team Renko. Team Renko, perhaps. And now we get this really lovely picture with a lovely tune. So yeah. That third ball minigame leg went not very well. Like, all of those could go better. In World Record, all of those went pretty obscenely well. Only one of them had a little bit of a hiccup. But it's just, there's nothing you can do about any of it. It's a Kunio game, and it's Kunio up to the absolute maximum of the dial. And that's that. But, yeah, World Record is a possibility for me with this game. It's just whether or not I have the patience and the gall and the moxie to actually grind for it. I just have to throw so many attempts at the wall until enough goes right that the time ends up being faster than the world record. And that's how speedrunning works. We got more to watch here. So allow me to bring it up. Baseball Simulator. So that was from last February. All of this is from the last few days. Now I can bring in the chat, which might end up being depressing because I don't know if anybody is here. And it's fine, nobody has to talk. Lurkers are absolutely fine. Whatever makes everybody comfortable. So we have something here that's almost similar in a way to the nonsense that we just went through at the beginning of all those Koshinkyoku runs, but this is a bit easier to understand, I think. And I'm gonna change apparel for this, actually. Do-do-do. This is when I was just kind of getting the feel for the game. Trying out all sorts of different opposing teams. Just trying all sorts of stuff out. I've been muted ever since I blew my nose. I'm so sorry. I've been saying stuff. I'm the best streamer! That's why thousands of people are watching me as we speak. Imagine if somehow this VOD gets thousands of views. Just absolutely out of nowhere. But yeah, I just said something extremely silly. I said, this is he versus D. If he was leading D in the 9th, does that mean that he had the D in the 9th inning? Anyway, I've got the loop going right now. Now I've got to try and deke them into throwing to home plate so they don't throw to first base, so that my slow runners can actually get on base, and I can still get to home plate as long as I turn back in time. Yep, that's the exploit. That's how we do things around here. And then they throw balls whenever you're showing bunt, and then everything is terrible. But I was also talking about how it's nice that I can... It's nice to do these rewatch streams because then I can just, like, catch up on stuff. I've got Yannick Sinner's match from the French Open earlier today playing on my phone right now. And I wasn't able to catch it live. This is going really well for my standards to this point. Now, no, Boyd is not going to hit a home run. I don't know what I'm thinking here. That's fine, we advanced and it was quick. So now Jed is going to hit the home run, hopefully. Is that enough? No, that would have been placing me in position for a gigantic PB. I'm gonna keep going though, because I'm still really early into this. Maybe Barn can hit it out. If he ever throws me a strike. Except Barnes' magic power is to keep the ball too low for it to go out of the park. I should still be able to PB from here, though. But they refuse to throw strikes. What about you, Bobby? Are you a home run machine? You're a couple feet short of it. But 10 runs is enough. Except yeah, because I'm trying to get myself out. Because there is a 10-run mercy rule in this game. Now I have to get 3 outs in the bottom of the ninth, or bottom of the first. This is not the 9th inning. So they just have to not do stuff like that for a minute. Or hit a home run. If they get a run home, then it's all ruined. So far, so good. I have an outside chance of getting sub 4 here. That's the end of the run, because that's a homer. Just barely over my jumping glove. Well, no PB this time. Yeah, and I haven't realized yet. So I'm just like, okay, one more out, we're fine. Oh, wait. Whoopsie. Let's try again. But I have plenty of room to get a personal best here. Doo-doo-doo. Now we're going against Pi! Ugh. That's fine. My titles did not update, did they? Why did they not update earlier? That's so strange. It says it's updating the titles, but it's not happening. Okay, there we go. I just have to click the thing. My bad. Anyway, this is going well. And then that, yeah. So, I'm not getting everybody to steal bases as soon as possible yet, which makes it difficult for to get that guy home. You have to hit a perfect bunt. And that was a perfect bunt, and it still didn't get that guy to first. But this should actually work really well, because now with 2 outs, they do favor throwing to first base. Now Jed's up. Why am I bunting? I did not realize. Either that or I thought that Jed was not a good home run hitter. And that's not correct. That is not correct. Jed is the man. Jed's the guy that you want trying to hit the home run. Instead, I struck out to change sides. That's a little embarrassing. That's what you get for not trusting Jed. Jed or dead. I'm gonna try a different stadium this time. Much more modest. Alright, good start. Now we do the first exploit, get them to throw home. And can we get the loop started? Yeah, that guy's way too slow to get to first unless we do that deep. These next guys are fairly fast. Oh, that's like frame perfect safe at home. Alright, this is the tough one to get the guy home with. This guy's slow from third base. That's a great bunt. That's gonna work. That's fine. We want to have one out anyway. Once we get to our home run hitter. Oh, that was close. I almost messed that up. I almost got that guy out at home. This is perfect. Okay. Hopefully I know at this point that I need to try to hit the home run with Jed. Yes. Oh my. This is actually an absurd run. This is like perfect. 30 runs in. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Nice curveball to just completely troll me. And is this going foul? Wow, this couldn't be going worse, could it? Ha! Please just throw me out. They couldn't, but I managed to step off the base myself. That was really slow, and it's going even slower. They just refuse to let me progress the game now. Well, that was all super bad, but everything before it was really good, so let's see what happens here. Can I get these guys out? Come on, Scott. One down. Two down. We can get a gigantic PB here, sub 330 or better. I have no idea where the guys are in the outfield. Yeah, that's just me being completely new to this game there. That ball might have been retrievable. Okay, now I can get... Still can get a big PB here. Alright, now we got it. Where's... Where did that... Why did he not go to... So, that was probably my fault. Rats. I somehow maneuvered that guy away from first base instead of being there so that guy could throw to him to get the last out. It would have been a sub 4. But yeah, they were starting to pound Scott there at the end. But anyway, I found a team to go against whose colors I like. They're kind of similar to the Kung Fu Heroes, but I like blue and yellow. I think it's a fun combination, so I'm gonna roll with them. Long delay there, and that's not gonna work. Yeah, Sinner did get the break to win the first set, okay. That should work. Yes, sir. Feels good to get this set up. Perfect bunt there. So I don't have to worry about deking them anymore. That guy is at first base. Nice. That was close, though. That's not gonna work. Hopefully we can keep everybody safe from here on out. Now they're thrown to first, so maybe that can just work out for me. But we're also behind on the scoring. Oh no, it's not going to work because Scott runs slightly slower than dead people. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, I guess it kind of works. Yeah, whatever. Probably should have just kept them at third and second, but... Yeah, this is an interesting start. Somehow this run Oh, but we got 2 outs, yeah. That ain't gonna work. Rats. And I'm starting to realize that I kind of want the main... I'm starting to realize where runs can actually start working. Like, how the order needs to go in order for me to get to Jed with 6 or 7 runs. So I'm starting to figure out, like, when things go too wrong for me to really be able to pull it back in very much. Yeah, so I need that guy to reach safely. I need the second guy to reach. So that we can at least get things started. Doo-doo-doo. DJ Bunyan, welcome! I hope you're doing great. I had a slight detour with this game. I was not expecting to actually grind it for the last few days, but I got teased with a few sub-3 paces, which would make me the 4th person ever to do that. So I got Super Baseball Simulator 1.000 brained. But Nintendo World Cup is still on my soon-to-do list. I just got frickin' struck out. Because they suddenly refused to throw ball strikes. That's great. So now we just need people to reach safely from here on. But I hope you're doing super well. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for posting those notes. I haven't gotten a great look at them yet. I still need to actually practice. I haven't done the practice that I started doing before I picked up Baseball Simulator. Yeah, now we got 2 outs, and so now things are not looking so good. Hi, Witty Magpie. Been lurking and keeping me on his background noise, and will continue to lurk. Hope doing good and having fun. Thank you so much. All the very best. I hope it's been good background noise for you. Too much nostalgia for you on that one. Which one, Baseball Simulator or Nintendo World Cup? Nintendo World Cup, oh my goodness. One of the first games I ever played, and one of the ones I played the most out of my really early childhood games. Yeah, now they're just thrown to second. That's a shame. Once they get to 2 outs, then they stop, the exploit stops working on them. Yeah, I'm excited to give Nintendo World Cup a try. I'm intrigued at the possibility of starting out by practicing against West Germany. I'm gonna need to know how to play quickly against the early teams as well. The Quattro baseball game. Oh, sorry, I missed that message. It's all good. Should do the Quattro baseball. Okay, sorry, I missed that. I think that message sent at the same time as Witty's. I think it's called Baseball Pros. There are so many to try. Yeah, the first baseball game I was thinking about trying was actually Bo Jackson's baseball. So I wasn't sure how much further that had yet to be pushed. I have to check it out a bit more. But yeah, there are so many. I don't know if I've seen Baseball Pros, or maybe I actually just did a little bit earlier on Lack Attack's stream without realizing that was what that one was called. If so, that one looks pretty good. Is that one where you can play against like a softball team and everybody is like, it looked really cool. That's a perfect bunt to completely confuse the pitcher. Have these crazy memories of Quattro Baseball hitting the ball around the world. They have teams from China, Hawaii. Nice. That sounds great. Another perfect bunt. Yeah, I need to look that one up. I need to see what that one looks like. Very nice. Promising start here. This is still very early into my, like, figuring out how to really do this game. And that's the longest possible delay, I think. Oh, that's not gonna work. Okay. So hopefully everybody from here on out can actually get on base. Back to World Cup. You have frame timing on how much lag you get on the timer from having specific things on the screen. Absolutely incredible. You've labbed that game to the degree and taken actual notes of that game and cross-referenced things the way that I should have been doing with River City Ransom EX years ago. Uh-oh, now we got 2 outs. This is probably not going to work. I've been too lazy to do things like that with River City Ransom. Well, it's not necessarily laziness, it's just the way my brain works and the way that I naturally gravitate toward certain activities over other ones. I gravitated more toward labbing hands-on instead of like going back and timing things side by side and taking copious notes and everything. That tends to be how I lab things out, is just by doing and trying things like hands-on in the game itself. I need to be better about making resources like that for games where I'm like the leading runner. What's up, Zyzy? Documenting stuff is hard and baffling. Is that data useful? Yeah. Do you have to be responsible for it? Yeah. It depends. It's all about what you want, because DJ Bunyan has done an amazing job with it with Nintendo World Cup. But yeah, it's like, if you're naturally inclined in that direction, then I say absolutely, by all means. I just tend to... It takes so much for me to actually be in that gear. And welcome to Awake. It's nice to have you. Really wanted to use Russia in your run, since you always used to play with them as a kid, but their special shot only goes directly horizontal. Argentina's always goes in the goal. Yep. I think Mexico has the same special shot, so they would be the same. Yeah. And I was really hoping that, like, you would be able to choose any of the guys that you wanted, because Argentina has the person that I call Pretty Face Guy. It's this guy. He looks slightly different in Nintendo World Cup, but he's got the same basic design. I really hoped that he would still have the ability to withstand the tackles. Also, this run is all of a sudden kind of doing something. Okay, we've got the 6 runs, but we've got to Boyd. So I'm kind of trying to get him out here. Oh wait, but not like that. Not like that. Not like that. Not like that. Now we don't have enough people on base for the home run to actually do anything, and so now... Okay, it wasn't a home run anyway. I choked that run. I should have just bunted, tried to get one of those guys out, passed it along, and then had Jed up to try to hit the homer. But I'm still really early into this and still learning how to frickin' do this. Every team has the same faces, okay. That tells you how long it's been since I've actually, like, dove into that game hardcore. It's been, like... the last time I played that game all the time was about 25 years ago. Was that a Purple Tornado batting? You bet. His name was Jed. And it still is, because he's running to second base right now. He made it. He's not as much of a tornado when he's running the base paths. Also, that pitcher has thrown literally exactly 3 pitches and he is now exhausted. I think it's amazing when that happens. He's probably tired of the shit that he's dealing with on the field, to be perfectly fair. So he decided to throw a ball there just to waste me time. He knows what's going on at this point. He's not knowing what's going on enough to trust that if he throws balls every single time, then it'll just strike me out the entire time. Oh, we made it by like 1 frame. Excellent. Uh-oh. That's not gonna work. So hopefully we can get everybody on base from here. So we don't have to deal with the 2 outs. Oh, and that's not gonna do it. Shoot. Only 3 runs with 2 outs. Not a position I want to be in at this point. That's a nice bunt, though. And the pitcher actually makes it on base. That's how good the bunt was. The pitchers in this game are very slow runners. I think all of them are. Okay, if we can get 1 more run home. Unfortunately, Jed is our home run hitter. And I'm gonna go for a homer here anyway, because why not? Okay, we didn't get it, but that'll get 1 guy home. And then maybe the guy after this. That guy couldn't pick up the ball because he was so shocked by how inoptimal this is. Barn can hit a home run, but I'm using the magic, which makes him hit it low. Hopefully I realize that I shouldn't do that. Yes. That is not a home run. And that's 3 outs, and so we try again. Spin. You instinctively crave swing for the moon every time you see loaded bases. It's your first thought. Slam it forever. Oh, I'm out. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that is one of the most natural instincts that a person can have. Bases are loaded. I want to hit a grand frickin' slam. Yeah, this is my first time doing a speedrun of any baseball game category. This is just the exhibition category where you just do a single game. Because I have learned how to do this exploit and keep all the run scoring and everything, I do think at some point I'm going to try the 5-game season for this game. That is a side category of this game. It's a an auxiliary category on speedrun.com, and the only person who has done a run for it so far is Ness Cardinality. But I think it'd be a great thing to try at a Ness block, maybe at an AGDQ. And just something that's just to try and have fun with. That'll work just fine. And they're continuing to troll me by throwing balls. And I love that a ball is a baseball term for something that you don't want as a pitcher. So it's like, oh no, you threw a ball. That's the worst thing you could do. When throwing balls is the entire point of pitching. Throwing a baseball. Throw the ball, but don't throw balls. Unless it is a great ball that induces a swing. You know. Baseball. Very easy to talk about in ways that people understand. Okay, if I can get both of them on base, then we're good here. Okay. I've got Jed up to the plate with 6 runs. A grand slam gets us what we need. And he hit a little dribbler. That's not a grand slam. It does score 2 runs, and I guess I could PB from here. So there is all that. I'm using Barnes Magic here, I don't know why. That's not really gonna do much. Aside from absolutely demolish 2 men and splatter them against the wall. Yeah, I couldn't score the 10th run from that. I can try, but it won't work. I can still PB from this. Still only got 1 out. Bobby, can you hit a home run? Absolutely not, and now we've got to run back. And yeah, let's just try again. Ding 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 ding. Yeah, as it turns out, after I checked, it took me a while to actually study the world record and the second place runs to see what they were doing. I ended up figuring out the fastest way to play the game on my own, aside from a couple of things that make it easier. I picked up a couple things from both Ness Cardinality and Brian Williams to make the process a little bit less painful. But it wasn't painful yet, I was just having fun learning how to do this and just like mindlessly batting the ball around. It just felt good to exploit the game. But one of the things I found out was that I accidentally also started playing against the same team that Brian Williams, the world record holder, plays against. The Team Low, the yellow and blue guys. I just decided to start playing against them because I like their colors, but I ended up finding out that, yeah, it does seem like they give me the most consistent pitches out of the other teams. Oh, that was too bad. And for those of you just joining, I did start out the stream by showing an hour and 15 minutes of a grind, the rest of the grind that I did in February 2024 of a Kunio game, a track and field Kunio game. Koshin Kyoku Soryuke Daiundokai. And I showed my grind of taking my personal best down from 6:47 to 6 minutes and 11 seconds, which is 13 seconds off of the world record. And the potential is absolutely right there. I just need to throw attempts at the wall, just keep on trying and trying and trying and trying until enough goes right in the RNG hell that is a Kunio game for me to do it fast enough to get world record. But as of now, my personal best still stands at 6 minutes and 11 seconds. I haven't tried it in more than a year. Also, we've gotten to the point, as I've talked about that Jed is on the plate with 6 runs in. He can hit a grand slam here. And he does, I think. Is that enough? Yes. So now I'm in the same position I was about an hour prior in this grind, where I have a pretty good run to the point where I'm going to try and get myself out in this inning. That's a much better start for doing that. And then finish it out in the bottom of the first so we can get that 10-run mercy rule and end the game. Very good. That went much better than it did last time. Can we close it out? Come on, Scott. Ugh. Could you please stop that? Thank you. Alright, out number 1. 2 more to go. Oh my goodness. They are trolling. There we go. There's an outside chance for sub 330 here. And here we go! Sub 330. Giant PB. After we lost that run earlier. And that felt huge for me.
Yes! 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 Yes!
It wasn't that good, but it was good for me, baby. It was so sad to choke that run earlier, but I got something kind of similar to it. Man, they trolled me with those foul balls at the end, huh? But I'm pretty happy with that, as you can tell. Let's go. Baseball Simulator 1.000 exhibition in less than 3.5 minutes. Yes! Yes! Thank you to everyone who came before me. Thank you to Nescard for playing this so much on your stream, showing me how freaking delightful it is, and showing me all the strats, especially for, like, you know, more than 30 hours that one time. And gosh, that was amazing. Shoutouts to Nescard, shoutouts to oh gosh, I forget the world record holder right now. Let me look it up. I need to absolutely shout him out. In case you were wondering where this put me on the leaderboard, we were about to find out. Brian Williams, and shoutouts to She's Chardcore as well. Oh my gosh, I beat Zark? I'm top 5? Oh, wow. Sorry, Zark. Holy moly. In a handbasket cannoli. Wow! Hopefully I timed everything right. Let's go! Yes! That was a lot of fun. Thank you very much, Zazie. I really appreciate the help there. That is not the end of the story. I thought it was going to be. I thought I was super satisfied with that, and I was. But just for some poops and giggles, I decided to try a little bit longer. And I'm gonna have to cancel this render because it didn't finish in time. Excuse me. It didn't finish in time. So let's see if I can jerry-rig something here. If I can get this all set up so that you can see this. Okay, how does that look? Yeah, you still can't see it. What the heck is going on, actually? I can't tell if you can see this right now. It looks like you can, but predictably everything's messed up. And then as soon as I press anything else, it goes away. Thank you. Yeah. So this is annoying. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to get this all set up properly. Okay, are you gonna? Nope, you're not gonna let me do it. That's so annoying. So yeah, I just have to do this. And then I'll have to reset it up later. Hopefully that looks okay. I can't tell very well. LOL. Holy hell. Let's not do that. Let's not mess with that like that. And that. Let's just go. Oh wait, but I can't because now I can't see the chat. I can fix that. I think. No, I can't. Yes, I can, but... oh wait! Okay. Hopefully everything looks okay. I can see the chat. I can't see my alerts. Okay, I need to fix that. I need to be able to see this. Oh wait, and now all of a sudden it's working. Now all of a sudden it's working. Okay, I'll take it. I won't frickin' argue. So I decided to try just a little bit more just for poops and noodles, just to see if I could get myself closer to 4th place. Hello from chat. I'm sorry. I'm starting to get more natural with all this. That's okay. Or wait, no, it's not. We have 2 outs. And Scott is turbo out because he can't run. He runs okay. Just not for getting to first base in a baseball game. But yeah, at this point, I'm just really... It's like hitting people with wagons in Downtown Special. Just hitting bunts and exploiting the AI and running the bases in this game is just such a simple pleasure for me at this point. It just feels good. It's just a fun little thing. Oh yeah, I had to talk to somebody here. So I'm gonna have to redo this run. I was being addressed from outside my window in the den.
Right yonder. I wonder how the sunset looks right now.
Do-do-do. Trying out a different stadium, I guess. Oh, what a disgusting bunt. In a real baseball game, the third baseman would have picked that up, but the pitcher has to handle all the bunts in this game. That's another reason why we're able to exploit it at all, is because the third baseman and the first baseman and the catcher all refuse to do anything to go get bunts. And so it's all on the pitcher, and if you manage to bunt away from the pitcher, it doesn't matter how close it is to one of the other people, they can't get it. So it's a perfect bunt as long as it's far away from the pitcher, and also sometimes the pitcher can just flat out get confused. Nice curveball in the dirt there. Trolling me. Yep, Yannick Sinner up 2 sets to love. Looking about as we would expect him to. They're trolling me again. Now, catchers can, as long if the bunt does just float right above the catcher, then he will just naturally catch it, and that will count as an out. Or if it gets down inside the catcher's field of catching it, of picking up a ball, then it counts as him, like, and a runner, and the bases are loaded, then the person running from third base will be forced out, because baseball rules. Because he's technically still standing on the base. That was probably a really, really confusing way to explain this. But anyway, let's try again. Good start here. We start out the exploit by making them think that the guy from third base is going to run home, but then he runs back. And now we just do that many times here. Because they refuse to throw to first base after they throw home. So it just guarantees that no matter how slow the runner is running to first base, they're gonna make it. So we just keep that going, and we try to steal all the bases in the meantime, so that we give them a head start. Perfect. Now Denny can do something here to make this part easier, but I haven't learned it yet from Brian Williams. So he just lays down a perfect bunt, which I had to do to get that guy in, because he was slow. Perfect. Or wait, maybe not. That's fine. We do need to have one person out anyway to get this going quickly. Welcome, Mail System. Hope you're doing awesome. This is Baseball Simulator exploited, trying to be played as fast as possible, and we're gonna hit one more bunt here to try and get one more guy in so that we can get our home run hitter up with 6 runs so that we can get 10 runs ahead It's pretty difficult to do this, though. It's pretty luck-based. But that is a shot. And this is super fast, actually. That counted as out of the park before the 2-minute mark. And this is getting pretty serious now. Yeah, we're zooming. And so now I need them to not troll me, I need them to throw me strikes, and I need to get out as soon as possible so we can get to the bottom of the inning. And hopefully close this out quickly. Nice. They did not troll me with balls. Which is interesting to say out of context. Here we go. This is where... oh my goodness. That's a good start. I'm actually on sub 3 pace. I'm on pace to be the 4th person ever. Oh my goodness, and that was a quick out. I can actually get second. That's speedrunning, and that's speedrunning RNG games. They hit a home run on me on the last possible... What's up, Lynn Curious? Yes, it was. That was very, very, very close. So, that was my 49th attempt of Baseball Simulator 1.000 exhibition. Just a couple of hours into grinding the game. Or less. Yeah, it actually couldn't have been sub 4 because the fact that they got a run on me meant that I would have had to go all the way to the next inning and score another run, set up enough people on base to score another run to get 10 runs ahead. So the fact that they actually scored a run killed it. Yep, the mercy rule. So that changed everything. That run changed everything. I was no longer just casually seeing if I could maybe beat Lack Attack and get 4th place. Yeah, the game ends if you're up by 10. Now I knew that I had seen a sub 3 pace, and I could be the 4th person ever to get a sub 3. And if I had gotten a quick out there instead of getting dingered on, I actually would have even beaten She's Chardcore for 3rd place. And I accidentally said 2nd place when I was doing the commentary, but no, it would have been 3rd place, because Ness Cardinale's run was very good. It was a 251. I was not on pace for that. But I was on pace for a technically perfect run, which would have made me unbelievably happy, and it would have been obscenely early for me to get it. But instead, here we are, 16 runs later, trying to do it all again. And that ain't gonna do it. That was a really quick pace. That was on par with what we had before, but we didn't get the home run. Actually, wait, no, that was Boyd. I don't know exactly what I was thinking there. So Boyd got a really nice hit there, and now we have a 1-run insurance, so if that crap happens to us again... Unfortunately, we're like 20 seconds slower than the last run, but I might still be able to get a PB here, if they don't keep doing stuff like that. We were almost done with the run at this point last time. And now we're just switching innings. Get him! Alright. I think I can barely get a personal best from here, if things go well. Yeah, just wait for the guy to get to the bag. If I had tried to press left earlier, it would mess it up. Yep, but instead it worked, and even with all the unnecessary stuff of Boyd hitting, not getting the extra out, we still got a personal best. By 9 seconds. And so now we're just barely behind Lack Attack. Still in 5th place. Thank you for the GG, Lincarius. I hope you're doing well, by the way. Congrats, GG's on all the great work in the Speedrun Shakedown on Natorius' stream. Amazing work with Mega Man 4 so far. Had you even touched the game before all this? Because your PB is looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm glad it's been fun. Yeah, it looked awesome. I was tempted to try out the game for myself, like, alongside all of that. And I saw you were doing some Jurassic Park. I hope that went well, too. Only the 5 robots from the big... Right, because, yep. I did think about that the other day, how the 5 robots thing was happening. Alright, now 10 runs have passed. I was gonna show the entire grind that I did after I almost immediately got a sub 3. But it would have been a 4-hour stream tonight. And like a 4-hour stream tomorrow. Spoilers. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this does not necessarily mean I got the sub 3. Because at this, like, as I said, there was a point where I was just enjoying the sheer feeling of just doing all of this. It was like the pleasured sensation of just whacking people with wagons in Downtown Special. Just bunting the ball and doing this exploit just felt good. But after a certain point, when you get enough heartbreaks, and you do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again enough times, when it's a bit... when it's this RNG based, and when it's, in the end, a bit monotonous, then it does wear you down. So we're gonna be watching the grind that I did until this morning, up until the point where I either get a sub 3 or I get a run that's at least good enough that I felt like I could come here and share it all. And here we are on run number 75. Here we are at the point, we've already crossed the 2-minute mark when Jed is starting to hit. And we didn't get a chance to hit the ball there, and the pitcher is taking absolutely forever. And he still refuses to throw a strike. Oh my goodness. And of course we get a homer out of all that nonsense. So this is really slow. But if everything goes exceedingly well from here on out, we might still get a chance at a personal best. Getting ready for your Jurassic Park season, June, July, but also learning Twisted Tales of Spike Mythang. That's an awesome name. Oh, I left the base too early. So that's a bit of lost time. Instead of me stepping off the bag when they were on the bag, that's an immediate out. Having a Jurassic Park season, that reminds me of those couple of years when Ness Cardinality ran Star Tropics in the summer. I always loved watching him run Star Tropics on warm evenings. Alright. It did go very well after that, but yeah, so if we had gotten that inning on run number 49, sub 3. As it was, we just barely missed getting another personal best because we were very slow up until getting Jed to hit, and we got trolled so hard. Here we are on run number 106 now. All of a sudden, we're like, what, 31 runs down the road now, past the 100 run mark. I've done this thing more than 100 times, only finished it 4 times. Let's see what happens this time. Thank you again for the GG, Lincarius. And throughout all this, like, yes, I was getting worn down, but I was never, like, there have been speedrun grinds that I've done where it has caused me to emotionally explode and caused me, like, to sustain some real emotional damage and be unhealthy and, like, do self-harm and stuff. I was nowhere near any of that during all of this. I just got vaguely annoyed at one point and was like, oh, I don't really feel like doing this anymore. And like, yeah, like it felt bad to have so many chances at sub 3 with 2 outs. But I never got like really, really, really down about it. Ah, that's too bad. So that's an early out. So now I have to keep everybody safe from here on out, which is tough to do. And I'm getting a lot of trolls with these pitches in this game, so this is also slow. But the scoring loop is still alive. Oh, that's not looking good. Oh, maybe it is, because the guy from I think that was Kent running in, or Kenny or something. Kent, I think, running in from third. Okay, here we are. This is even slower than last run, but if he doesn't throw balls, then we're fine. That might barely leave the park. Oh my goodness, it was like 1 pixel away. That's alright. It wasn't that fast of a run anyway, but man, that's how fine the margins can be. So now, 3 runs later, we go again. Saves a bit of time when they don't feel like throwing to the base because they know you're there already. That's a foul ball because he threw a very tricky pitch there. Oh my goodness, come on. Somehow that one stayed fair, I don't know how. That looked the same as the one that went foul in this view. Do the juke, get this all set up, and here we go. That's a perfect bunt. I don't even have to do the jukes at home if I don't feel like it. I think it's a little laggy when they throw to first compared to when they throw home. Because the camera moves. But obviously, if they're a lot closer to first than they are to home, then I think it still saves time for them to throw to first. I'm not exactly sure. Here's Kent. This guy's probably out, but that's not that big of a deal. Because the next guys that are coming from third are fast, so we can just do the exploit. Scott is super slow, but it doesn't matter if they're throwing home. Which they are. And both of the guys running from third and from home are fast, so here we go. Slightly slow pace here again, but we got a dinger. Out of the park. That was like over the second deck. Alright, hopefully we can get out of this inning quickly. Okay. So I want to stand on the base and then leave. Yep, that's how you still get an immediate out even though you reach the base. And this should be fine. Okay. PB chance here if we can get 3 quick outs. Just how hard is it to get the luck you need? Okay, I should be there for this. Except I don't know where the guys are on the field. Yeah, that's probably too much time loss at that point. Now, a few runs later, we go again. Run number 130. still going with Scott as the pitcher because I've seen through Nest Cardinality that he seems to be a preferred guy. I don't know if that's just Nest Card preference because he just likes the name Scott, or if it's because Scott is actually the most effective. But he seemed to be doing alright for me, which is funny for me to say after all the heartbreaks. Also, sorry about that little jitter there. I am playing this through my video editor. This is not going to be a perfect setup. Things like that may happen. Alright. Getting it started here. I hope everybody's doing incredible, by the way. Happy Memorial Day to those of you who celebrate. And it was my mother's birthday today, and so I've enjoyed celebrating that. I've got a gift coming for her that I really hope she likes. That I created mostly myself. I mean, I designed it. I'm not going to be creating it. That's why I have to wait for it to come in. Ah! Barely. Okay, we're still good. Perfect. Alright, here we go. A little bit a few seconds faster. Coming in here. Oh, we hit a foul ball. That's gonna cost almost 10 seconds. And the pitcher's gonna take a while here. But that's a home run. We haven't seen a sub-3 pace in a while, but still, I'm going for PBs here. She probably will. I hope it's... I hope I end up thinking that it's, some of my better work. When it's all said and done. Just, like, for the sake of me feeling like I did my best for her. Alright, here we go. That's a great start. No sub-3 here, but I should be able to get a PB out of this. X. Oh! Unfortunately, Scott is too short. I could have pressed A to jump and get that ball, but I didn't think it was too high for me to just be able to stand there and catch it. So, unfortunately, that's how that run goes. And here we are now at run number 149. Most of these runs end either very early, with the second runner not getting on base, or with just any of the bunts going wrong in many, many, many ways, or balls going foul off the bat many times, or the pitcher is refusing to throw strikes. It's actually very, like, I'm showing all of the runs where I get all of this going, but those, as you can probably tell by me spelling out the attempt counter every time, those are few and far between. So this is turning into a real grind now, after I almost had the sub-3 virtually immediately. I was 1 out away. We're trying again, and again, and again. Makes you want to pick up Super Baseball 2020 again someday. Yeah, I'd love to check that out. I'm being intrigued by all the many baseball games that are out there for the NES. that I never played. The only one I ever owned as a child was the one that was very simply and, you know, relevantly titled Baseball. So maybe I'll have to run that at some point too. Oh, by the way, here we are with a good pace. And Jed hit the bomb. It's actually unlikely to hit a home run once you get to that point. You have to get pretty lucky to actually hit it out of the park. It is far from a guarantee once you get to this point. That's like where the run starts. So now we have to hope that they throw strikes and get us out quickly. That's also not a guarantee at all, as we have seen so far. But this has gone well. Perfect. This might barely... Yeah, this is sub 3 pace. Here we go. One more chance. That's a slow start, but if I know where my fielder is... Okay. I almost let it fall in front of me. This might not be sub 3 pace anymore. He wasn't on the bag again. It actually was still sub 3 pace. But I threw the ball before my first baseman got on the bag. Because it's a speed run, you feel like you have to do it quickly, but if you have to wait there for the first baseman to get on the bag, or is it the pitcher? I think you have to wait for the pitcher to get on the bag, and then the first baseman can throw to him. So that was my fault. That's the second run I've lost to that. But that was by far the best one that I've lost to that mistake. Yeah, Super Baseball 2020 is SNES, Genesis, Neo Geo. Yeah, so many games I need to look up now. I saw Lack Attack playing one for the NES earlier. That looked pretty solid. So many of these games look solid. So now we're all the way up to run number 169. And yes. Nice. And the thing happened that I love here. The pitcher got all tuckered out after throwing exactly 3 pitches. And is now absolutely exhausted. And so now all his pitches are coming in very slowly and predictably, which is nice. So if I see he's gonna throw it off the plate, but it's still within my bounds of moving to it and hitting it anyway, then I can react to it in time. Oh, just barely. Perfect. We're all set up for Jed, and we're making good time. Come on, Jed. Nope. That was sub 3 pace up to Jed. That's what usually happens. Good number. That's what usually happens when you get to that point. Every single part of this run is make or break, and no part of this run is a guarantee. Aside, basically, from the fact that if you lay a bunt down in play, as Boyd, this guy right here, you're getting on base. Because look at him go. That's the only guarantee in the run, but even that's not a guarantee because he could either hit it out to the catcher or hit a foul ball, or the pitcher could throw a ball outside of the zone so that you can hit. So not even that's a guarantee. So every single step of this 3-minute run is a toss-up. But the biggest toss-ups are at the end. Whether or not you hit a home run is Jed, and whether or not the AI and RNG cooperate for you so that you can get 3 quick outs. Or 3 outs at all. So you have to go through all of this. All of this has to go right. All of these many moving parts have to go right. And then the hard stuff starts. And this is one of the first runs I've done where all the, like, the biggest luck elements are at the end. Instead of at the beginning. Or the middle. Like River City Ransom EX, the biggest luck element is in the middle. or technically in River City Ransom and River City Ransom EX, the luck elements are basically the entire game. Here we go, okay. We've actually... I want to try and get one guy out here. I failed to. We got 6 runs early with no outs, and so this is actually going to be too slow. Unless we do that. And now we got... Okay, that fixed it. Now we've got Jet up. Okay, foul ball. That was good pace. And now it's not as good, but it's still decent. We can still PB off of this. Darn it. Yeah, that was sub 3 pace up until the first foul... up until Jet hit a foul ball. And then it was still PB pace, but then he failed to hit a home run. So I'm not only showing the runs that make it past the home run, I'm showing runs that make it to Jed on sub 3 pace. So you can see just how freaking hard it is to get to the bottom half of the inning on good pace. Now we're on run number 178. Just barely. Oh, come on. It was such a good bunt that I had to do a lot of histrionics to, like, goad him to throwing home, which it wouldn't have mattered that much anyway. And once again, the pitcher is already tired. Poor guy. Alright, looking good. We still have 0 outs here. I accidentally chose Eddie as the pitcher. Functionally, probably mostly the same. Sometimes they actually do throw to first base there if the pitcher is so slow that they realize that he really is a valid chance for an out. Okay, what am I gonna do here? I still haven't decided to get a guy out by running back toward third base yet. So now, even if I get the home run here, I'm gonna have to spend a lot more time getting 3 outs after the home run instead of 2. So here we go, and I hit a foul ball. This probably won't have a chance at a PB, but we'll see. We'll give it a shot. Give it a shot, because why not? Yeah, it takes way more time to have to do 3 outs here instead of 2. So ideally, you get one during the sequence of setting up for Jed. We do have an insurance run here, so I guess that... Yeah, let's... That pretty much takes all chance of PB away. Now we're at run number 184. Do-do-do. Let's do it all again! But yeah, can you imagine me doing streams of the entire grind? Of showing the entire pre-recorded grind? Like, can you imagine 3 streams of only this, including all the runs that end, like, immediately? And that's not that bad. I mean, that's what people do who grind this game. It's fine, it's just I have the opportunity to condense it here, and I decided to. But I guess the point of asking that question, can you imagine that, is that's what I've gone through to bring you this. Because I saw that pace, you would probably not be there full time. That's fair. That's very fair. I wouldn't have done this if I had not seen so early on run number 49 that sub 3 pace with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. And now, as you can see, I did something different with Denny there. I used his magic with his bunt, and so it stops the ball right by the plate and gives the slower guy from third a way better chance of getting home, which allows me to be a little bit safer with these last 2 guys. I don't even have to do steals here. So if they throw a ball, then I don't have to send everybody back home. Unfortunately, I again failed to send that guy back into getting an out. So this is a home run, but now we're gonna have to spend all that time getting 3 outs again. This was technically sub 3 pace, except for the fact that I now have to spend an extra like 10 seconds getting a 3rd out here. But it is still PB pace. Now, of course, all these bunts are perfect, and so I'm getting to base without wanting to. That's like getting the frat boys' first try in the warehouse in River City Ransom EX whenever it doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, this is still probably barely PB pace. Let's see what we can do. Now I'm just using... Oh, this is my first time doing slightly different strategies here after watching Ness Cardinality and Brian Williams' runs more closely, now that I've had the experience of playing the game. And I could PB immediately. And I will, after accidentally throwing to second just for the swag. That is a 3-minute and 9-second run. That's a new personal best. So, that would have been close to, if not actually, a sub 3, without me throwing to second accidentally there at the end, and without having to do an extra out in the sequence after Jed hit the home run. So 2 brain farts cost me the sub 3 there. And that kind of... That's an insidious, like... It doesn't look like I lost 10 seconds in that run. Because those brain farts didn't really look like mistakes to somebody who's just observing, aside from me throwing to second. But that's all it takes to lose 10 seconds in this game. And so we go again. Run number 189 with a new personal best. Less than 10, about 10 seconds away from what I would really like to have happen now. But I'm kind of looking for, at this point, I'm starting to get a little weary of this. And maybe if I get a run that doesn't have any unnecessary foul balls or strikes, as long as I get a pretty clean run, even if it's not sub 3, maybe I'll be okay with it. We'll see. That's probably gonna get him to first just fine. We don't have to worry about juking the guy at home plate. It probably would have gotten me out anyway, because he would have touched me with the ball right there. Perfect. Another great bunt. I lost a little bit of time by making him throw home there, but not much. So yeah, that's Denny's magic skill, is making the ball stop immediately upon landing for a bunt. If you actually hit the ball, then I think it does a couple of weird, kooky little hops. Can you just bunt in 10 runs and game over? You can, but it's slower than getting 4 runs in at the same time with a grand slam. Oh, that was foul. But yeah, in when NES Cardinale did a full 160 game season, or 165 game season of this game, which took 31 hours, he did, just for consistency's sake, just bunt in all 10 runs. He would usually, whenever it's this situation where he was the away team. Is that out? Yeah, that's a homer. Slightly slower pace than sub 3, I think, but maybe I can get a PB off of this. Yeah, NEScard would bunt in a few more than 10 runs. He would bunt in a few insurance runs, just in case he got a few people scoring runs on him in the bottom of the inning, so that he wouldn't have to go back around the horn and then have to score more runs. Consistency strats for a run that he knew was going to be at least like 28 hours. That's the type of run that you don't want to have things like giant mistakes constantly throughout the run weighing on your mind. You want to be okay with doing it once. And this didn't start well. Yeah, let's just reset. Yeah, that wasn't the best run, but it could have been a personal best. We jump ahead now to run number 222. We are well past the 200 mark now. We've only finished 5 of those 222 runs. And I'm trying another new strategy here. You see that I'm using a different bat angle there. It's slightly past parallel. That makes it so the ball is going to move left off the bat, which gives me a very high chance, if it stays in play, of being a base hit for the second guy. So it removes some of the luck of the second guy getting on base. Unfortunately, at the same time, it also increases the chance of him hitting a foul ball. But I'm gonna be continuing runs a bit more often. It's a bit more likely to be thrown out at first base with the second guy if you don't do that strategy than it is to hit a foul ball with that strategy, I've found so far. So I'm getting a bit more runs started. It's still fairly common for me to get stuck trying to get past the second guy. But we are not stuck at the second guy right now. We are decently through the loop here. I've also found that I can get the earliest possible stealing jumps of everybody stealing the bases. That's actually fine. That's actually fine. By just mashing the D-pad as soon as the pitcher is looking around at the bases, you can just get everybody to steal the base immediately. They won't... It's impossible for you to steal a base early, and so you don't have to worry about being thrown out. Alright, here we go. This is an unbelievable pace. This is like near world record pace, and there it goes. But that was unbelievable. That shows me even more of what's possible. If that had been a home run, then oh my goodness. But that's like, I think too much about the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, because, yeah, if I would have hit the home run and then I would have gotten 3 quick outs, then it would have been what it would have been, but it wasn't. And that's okay too, you know? maybe that's okay too. But yeah, that's what happens a decent amount of time, is that you do get that foul ball angle. But then this happens a decent amount of time too, which almost guarantees you get on base. Sometimes you still get thrown out if he doesn't get the pop off to the left. But that's what NES Cardinale did, and I find that I like it too. Nice. Can you, Zazie says, can I just say that I love, on this field, the base runners just fly off into the void when they get home? Yes. That's another thing that I saw that the top two runners were both doing. They were playing on the field that is just known as space. And possibly that's the best place to play because it's the only field in baseball that isn't corrupted by capitalism. But yeah, they just F off into space. Literally. When they get home. It is great. Okay, so now I'm doing what I should have done on that other sub-3 pace that would have kept the sub-3 pace. I made sure that guy got out, so I didn't have an extra runner on. And this one is barely gone. Okay. This is like 10 seconds slower than I want, but it's probably still PB pace. So let's see what we can get. Let's see if we can get to the bottom of the inning quickly. But I'm not entirely sure why this is the stadium that everybody chooses to play at, the top runners. I do have to wonder if it's just because that's the one that Ness Cardinaldi went with, and so Brian Williams went with it, and so we just all go with it. I think, at the very least, the dome area is very slow, because once you hit home runs in the dome stadium, there's a special, like, video that plays. Okay, that's a good start. Oh, because I ran left with both guys, the guy behind the pitcher ended up not being able to get that one either. That's okay. It might have been a PB, but it wasn't the best run. I do wonder that as well. It might be a smaller stadium, which allows you to barely sneak out. Yeah, I think it is smaller. I think you're right. It allowed me to barely sneak that home run out in that last run. Now we're at run number 236. But yeah, it also allows people to just F off into the void. Which is also optimal in life. You gotta do what's optimal. Do-do-do. And so we go again. Again, I still need to check out All-Star Softball. You know, when you play All-Star Softball, you like the cliff stage, because if the ball rolls off the cliff, it's a 2-base advance. Ah, no ground rule double. The ground stopped existing. Rule double. Yeah, I know it's no rush for, like, you personally, but, I'm just saying it to remind myself, more than anything. Because I am very curious about it. I did see a game earlier today that Lack Attack was playing on his stream for his big NES Odyssey thing. I think that's what he's calling it. Where he's trying to speedrun every single licensed, like, I think, Western NES game. He was playing one where baseball players were playing against softball players. I don't think it was All-Star Softball, but it made me think of that, but it didn't make me think to look it up because I was still in the process of, like, grinding this game, I think. Or I just finished it, and so I was, like, thinking about this and putting the videos together for this stream. But I don't have to explain it, it's fine. I know that nobody is, like, requiring of me to check out the game. Alright, here we are again. Decent pace. Not the absurd pace that I was on earlier. But if this goes out, it might... And this is going out of it faster, too. That helps things a bit. This might barely be sub-3 pace. So if we get everything to go well from here, as we approach the 3-hour mark of this stream, can it be, as I ramble about All-Star Softball and not All-Star Softball. Why was I going to second? Oh, yeah, because I left the base early. So that cost a bit of time. and then I ramble about rambling, and none of it is coherent. Here we go. That's very slow. I was about a pixel too far back. Maybe I should have kept going to see if I could PB. Yeah, I probably should have. But that was a shame. I did not catch the ball. So now we're in the part of the process of speedrunning where we are finding every single possible way to lose runs. After I almost immediately had the sub 3 on run, once again, number 49. Here we are at 238, now about to be 239. We've had a lot of more chances that either slipped away at Jed or right at the end. Can you imagine slipping away at Jed? Yeah, let's see if we can get a couple of quick runs going. Oh, thank you for that. That feels really good. Not a huge time loss. That's about 5 seconds for them to throw a strike. As long as you don't get a super long delay from the pitcher before they throw the pitch, because it's also random how long it takes for them to throw the pitch at you. That's part of why, like, when everything looks the same, some of my runs are way faster than others. Because that pitcher took a while to throw the pitch, and so that cost me time. That cost me, like, 2 seconds or something. And that was pretty average. We're getting some really good bunts here. Saved a bit of time by that guy not having to throw anywhere. I almost forgot to use Denny's superpower, but I managed to do everything in time. So we did not throw the runaway. Oh my goodness, but the game is trying to throw it away for me! We've got 2 troll pitches now, 2 troll strikes. That's gonna slow things down a bit. We're about 10 seconds slower than we would like to be. Maybe 8, maybe 9. Okay, that's the out that we want to have. It is possible to have 2 outs and 6 runs by the time you get to Jed. That's the only way I can possibly imagine beating the world record. 246. It's this strategy, but absolutely perfect. Alright, so we got the home run from Jed, and it was a pretty quick homer, but we're facing some pretty considerable time loss from those 2 troll balls. Let's see what we can do with it. That's another troll ball. We've got 3 of those now. Thankfully, he pitched again quickly. But now my PB is getting to the point where it's getting tough to improve. So the only things that have gone wrong have been purely things out of my control, just like them not throwing it at me. Okay, there's a good start. Not sub 3 pace, but this is PB pace. Here we go. 1 out to go. Foul ball. And now it's over. And now it's super over. Yeah, that 1 foul ball cost me everything. So, I did everything I could. I did everything perfectly there. I just got 3 or 4 troll pitches that cost me like 13 or 14 seconds, and then the foul ball by them again when I was 1 out away. And now we're at run number 264, my bad. I'm still not satisfied yet, and I'm still not, like, absolutely driven out of my mind to the point where I'm like, I can't handle this anymore. And if all of you aren't either, then I'm glad for that. Yeah, I'm definitely excited to take this to marathons, like little marathons. I don't want to say little marathons to disparage the ones that end up accepting me with this game. And also to Nest Block. Because I just somehow doubt that a GDQ is going to accept this. You never freaking know. Strange things happen in life. Probably could have saved a bit of time by having him throw home instead. He's gonna make it. Alright. So now I'm gonna intentionally get a guy out here. So I don't have to do it later. We have to do this at bat to get to Jed anyway. So yeah, I think that run where I didn't do that would have been sub 3, and I just didn't know yet that happens. But we did get the immediate homer here, and my video is glitching, unfortunately. And it's still buffering. Alright. This might barely be sub 3 pace. And then that goes foul, and it was a slow foul, so now it is no longer sub 3 pace. The run can just get marred at any time, and there's nothing you can do. We'll give it a shot, though. This could still be PB. And immediate foul. And okay. This is gonna be close. We need 3 immediate outs, or 2 more immediate outs. Oh, I don't know if it's possible. Definitely not with a fly ball. Especially if it's a home run. Yeah. That's okay. We will continue. Onward to the next. Doo-doo-doo. Run number 265. Yeah, the next thing I'm probably gonna try and work on after this is Nintendo World Cup. The Kunio soccer game as it was released in the West, with some significant changes, actually. But I'm gonna be doing some practice before I actually try runs of that, because there's a lot to work on. It's a long run, and it's pretty in-depth to try and save as much time as possible by reducing lag. It's like the opposite of this run. Even though, of course, there is still RNG. I accidentally didn't get that guy to steal from third, but it barely didn't matter. And now we're not going to steal because we're okay with a guy getting thrown out. And now I'm going to intentionally get a guy thrown out. I cut it pretty close. I decided to not mess with him, and it just barely worked out. Alright. Oh, is that 2 homers in a row? We got 2 runs in a row with a home run. Oh my goodness. This one is also barely sub 3 pace. So we need things to go right here. We need no troll balls outside the strike zone. We need no everything that could possibly to go wrong, which usually does in the bottom of the inning. Okay, good so far. Here we go. Once again, for the 2nd time in a row, but this time with a better pace. Great start. 1 out away again. We could barely get sub 3 here. Foul ball. We can still PB. We try again. Run number 282. That was yet another sub 3 pace run with 1 out to go. Doo-doo-doo. Even after watching this back, I've lost count again of how many times that's happened. And we still march on. And I'm still like, yeah, it's disappointing when all that happens, but I'm still not like lacerating myself emotionally when all this is happening. It is starting to get a little old, but it's not like ruining my life. like a lot of speedrun grinds have done in the past. Like I've taken it way too far internally. And I feel good about that. Not the fact that I used to do that, but the fact that it's not been happening with this grind. Even though it's gone much the same way as those grinds did when I would be just absolutely decimated emotionally. Yeah, I've had a lot of heartbreaks so far in this grind. Sometimes it just doesn't happen, even though you... Like, all I can do is just keep doing attempts. And if it doesn't happen, it just doesn't happen. There's nothing I can do about that. Other than do more attempts if I want to, or do no more attempts if I don't want to. Very good. This is fast. Can we get a home run? Nope. That was another solid sub 3 pace to Jed, and we could not get the homer. We move right along to run number 283. Let's see if we can get 2 runs in a row to Jed. That was not my fault, actually. That pitch would have gone through my bat if I had not been really late with it. So we've already got a troll ball outside the strike zone. And the pitchers are taking a little while to come. Okay. And we're reaching the point where it's starting to get a bit hard on my thumb. All the commands that I have to send to the game, all that running on the base path and getting the guy to go back and forth to juke the throw home. Or to, yeah, that makes sense. I do enjoy watching that little race to the ball, like, as the dude's running home and the pitcher runs to the ball and the ball is really close to home plate. It's like they're racing each other head to head. Alright, we're gonna intentionally get one of these next 2 guys out. It's not gonna be this guy. I keep getting perfect bunts on that guy. And he's fairly fast from third. And that's a long, long, long delay. That costs like as much time as a troll ball outside the strike zone. So now the pace is actually pretty bad, and we hit a foul ball, so this is pretty much over. We did get 2 straight runs to Jed, but this one was not really in with a chance. But we did get a... Oh! Yeah, somehow that one goes over. Also, I'm guessing they like this place because it has a low fence. That's probably another reason why the top runners use the Space Stadium. Moving backward for those bunts to see if I can get the catcher to catch the bunts, which would be faster. But if that doesn't happen, then it takes the pitcher longer to get to the ball. Yeah, this, I don't even think this has a chance at PB. And that's not a great start. And again, I don't quite know where my fielders are, which I should probably just vaguely know. Left field, center field, right field. It's just hard to know exactly what you're controlling when you can't see it. Onward again to run number 284. Can we get 3 runs in a row to Jed? Maybe this one can be a bit more of a serious pace. Man, watching this back is actually exhausting me too. I was gonna try a couple of attempts live after this, but I'm getting actually a bit tired. Bases are loaded, the bases are loaded, oh god! Oh my frickin' gosh, oh my frickin' gosh, there could be a grand slam that would score 4 runs. Oh my frickin' gosh, oh my frickin' gosh. Intentionally, yeah, that's fine. Now we're gonna intentionally get a guy out. It looks like we might actually get 3 runs in a row to Jed. Except I missed the input. Oh my goodness. Wait, no, we're fine. A guy already got out earlier. And we failed. Okay, that was... Never mind, I've completely failed my commentary. I didn't fail anything in the run. And it was also sub 3 pace. We just didn't get the homer. But we did get 3 in a row to Jed. Now we're very close to run number 300, and we've still only finished 5 runs. Run number 298 here. Yeah, I'm still accepting 1 foul ball. I'm accepting, like, 1 non-perfect exchange. 1 ball outside the strike zone as I'm trying to bunt. 1 foul ball. That's what I'm kind of considering to be a fairly clean run. So obviously the next step, if I were to get that, instead of getting a clean run next, the next step after would then be the completely clean run. With no strikes, no foul balls. Just every interaction goes as intended. Whether or not it's as fast as it could be. Yeah, pitcher's exhausted. I've never actually, I don't think, to this point, gotten a home run off of an exhausted pitcher so far in this grind. Okay, that out is fine. High chance of the guys getting on here. Especially with a slow pitch. Alright. Here comes Jed. And there goes my buffering. And he throws a troll ball. And you can't see what's going on. Ah, somehow that wasn't a homer. Okay. Once again, that is baseball. A game of inches. But yeah, it wasn't that great of a run anyway. We got 2 troll interactions. Costing almost 10 seconds combined. Run number 299. 300's right around the corner. Buffering again, sorry about that. Alright. Perfect. That's totally fine. Alright, Jed. This is good time. Let's go. One time, game. Just one freaking time. One run from number 300. Could this one finally be the sub 3? Or will we get to 2 outs and have it taken away yet again? So far, I think this has been the perfect run that I've been looking for. I can't remember any troll interactions. Here we go. Sub 3 pace. Once more into the bottom of the first. What do you got for me? Foul ball. Foul ball. Sub 3 is over. Foul ball. It didn't happen with 2 outs this time. And that one's gonna curve out of the playing field. I caught it, but the game called it foul first. And that's a hit anyway. Well. Here, I'm gonna try doing this really quick. Hopefully we're not gonna get the buffering here. So many chances. We are now at run number 321. After our first sub 3 opportunity with 2 outs in the bottom of the first came on run number 49. I've been grinding for 5 hours since then. Actually, more like 7 hours. It's just 5 hours as documented by LiveSplit. And now it's starting to wear on me. The simple sensation of just bunting the ball and exploiting the game with teasing people to throw home doesn't feel as therapeutic as it did at one point. Now it's just kind of exhausting. A little bit monotonous, but still, it's still a fun little challenge. But now I'm not feeling as motivated to just like sub 3 no matter what. But I still want to get that semi-clean run, or the clean run, if I can. This sequence is going well. I love that little foot race. Oh my freaking gosh, oh my freaking gosh, oh my freaking gosh, oh my freaking gosh. Throw the freaking ball, please pitch me the ball, thank you very much. Bases are loaded, the bases are loaded, the bases are loaded, oh gosh. Here we go. Time to get an intentional out here. Yeah, so that was a good bunt, so I'm gonna have to run back. Very good. Oh, okay, not that guy. Couple of seconds lost there for no reason. We're still on sub 3 pace though. And we got the homer. Same part of the field as we did in the last run. Hopefully we get a better result in the bottom of the inning than we did last time. But first we have to get to the bottom of the inning. Please do not troll me, game. Please just throw me strikes. Please. Please don't go foul. I cannot believe this nonsense. Oh well, we'll try again. It's not a perfect run. This could still be the semi-perfect run. Which I don't even know quite what I mean by that. It was kind of a quick foul ball. Alright, here we go. Is it still sub 3 pace? I'm not totally sure. We need 3 really quick outs. That's pretty quick. We need more of that, or an immediate catch. I'll take that. I don't think sub 3 is possible, but let's see what we get here. That's a slow out. But it is not a home run, it is an out. New personal best. Possibly a 304. I will have to retime that. I actually should have already, but I haven't yet. First PB in a long time. Run number 321. The 6th run to complete out of 321 runs. I played 321 baseball games where everybody paid $80 for tickets and the game was over. It was either called within like 30 seconds or it completed in 1 inning in 3 minutes. The beauty and tradition of baseball in space. Space, space, space. Shoutouts to Nescard for getting me interested in this game in the first place, for doing it so often on your stream, and for showing me a bit of the ropes with this game, with your playing it for more than 30 hours that one time. And yes, I'm saying the stuff I said earlier in a previous run because I'm not going to be submitting that one to speedrun.com. This one I will be, probably. Because I don't know if I'm going to be grinding this further, at least right now. It's not the clean run, it's not the sub 3, but I wasn't having as much fun with it as I was a couple days ago. And I don't want to just, like, shove myself into the dirt over and over and over and over again for, in the end, just a nice little simple thing that, you know, would just feel good to me, and it's in the end, it's what matters to me. And if I don't feel like going as much as I did before, then that's what I need to listen to. But thank you all so much for being here to watch this. I hope you all enjoyed that grind. Thank you to shoutouts to Brian Williams, the world record holder. Shoutouts to She's Chartcore in 3rd place. Those are the 3 sub 3 people. I came so close to joining so many times, but this game is just absolutely cruel. But it's okay. Maybe someday. And maybe someday soon, I don't know. But we'll see. But that was fun. Thank you, Bale System. Thank you for being here. It was nice to have you. It was amazing to have all of you. And once again, happy Memorial Day, and happy my mother's birthday. Shoutouts to my mother, my incredible mother. Thank you so much for everything. I'm doing a speech as though I have won Wimbledon, as opposed to slightly improving my 4th place time in Baseball Simulator 1.000 for the NES. Good to have been, and hopefully it will be good to will be, in the will be future will. That confused my computer so much, it broke it. I'm kidding, we're fine. But yeah, you know what? Let's do 10 attempts. Just for the heck of it. No more than 10. No matter what happens. Even if I never make it to Jed. Let's see what happens. I'm going to hold myself to that promise. 10 attempts, no more than. All right, have an amazing one. Thank you so much again. All the very best to you. Alright. My thumb's moving slowly right now. That's not a good sign. I'm gonna need that. I am gonna go with Scott because I had better luck with him than I did with Skip. Run number 340. I did try some after that run, but with no luck. Attempt number 1. That one goes foul, and we can't accept that anymore. Attempt number 2. Yeah, you can see my total playtime on Live Split. That doesn't count the resets and everything. Alright. Maybe we can get to the loop here. Hopefully I remember how to do it. Nice. Good steal! Of course that cost me. The fact that the left D-pad didn't do the thing cost me the run. I probably could have technically kept going. Maybe I should have, I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe I should have. Yeah, darn it. Whatever. Attempt number 3. I said no matter what, and I meant it. Doo-doo-doo. Nope. Can't accept that anymore. That was attempt number 3. Nope. That was attempt number 4. Speedrunning RNG games. This is what it's like. This is what the grind was like that I wasn't showing you in between those attempts. Nope. That was attempt number 5. That was a really lengthy foul ball, too. Attempt number 6. off-speed pitch that time. I can't believe that happened to the point that I'm actually going to continue for some reason. Didn't matter anyway. That was attempt number 6. I was just so not expecting him to throw a ball that direction. Usually he throws balls inside there. Attempt number 7. Nope. Do-do-do. Attempt number 8. That barely caught the barrel. It didn't catch the barrel, it caught the handle, but it barely actually connected. I don't think that's gonna work. Nope. See, it's not a guarantee that you get the angle that it's actually gonna get you to first base on. Attempt number 9. I think I had to move in order to hit that one. I'm getting really rotten luck right now. Last attempt for now. And I'll send you all off on your way. Watch this be a ball. I said 10, I meant 10. So predictable sometimes. I don't think I have the energy for a raid right now, actually. So I think I will just send you all off on your way. I feel bad for not, supporting people, but I think I'm wiped to the point of not really being able to do that interaction. But that was nice. I'm glad I was able to share all that. Finally got caught up with sharing the Koshin Kyoku Soryoku Daiyundokai runs. So I can finally have record of that personal best to share around and stuff. And that grind has now been accounted for, which is nice. And so now I can submit that. Thank you all so very much for being here. I really hope you all enjoyed. I wish you all the very best that life has to offer. I'll be back maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Until then, have a beautiful one. Dream on, folks. Peace. All the very best. Take care.